Oh, and there goes that. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Albatwitch Crawls. My name's Mike, and this is my H10 Optic, and it's kind of in pieces right now. Last time I went driving it, it decided to take a tumble, and one of the rear drive shafts broke, and it still has a pin in there and everything. So while I wait on those parts to show up from Vanquish, I think I'm gonna swap the cages on this. Take it from the plastic cage to a titanium cage that I do have here. I ordered this a little while ago. It's been sitting on a shelf for a little bit now, and I'm kind of like been itching to get it on, and I figured this is a good point to do that. I ordered this from LX Shocks, and it seems pretty nice. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. It had a mount for light bars on it, right? And I took that off. I'm not really gonna run that, but I decided to just run a little grinder on it right there just to make sure it's titanium, and it was definitely shooting the white sparks, so we're good to go. But yeah, I think that'll look pretty friggin' nice. Now this optic here is actually one of the kits. I have a 2700 hobbywing axe system in it. I'm running an NSDRC 800 in it. I have deluxe shocks. I got hardcore high clearance links in the rear there. I got some aluminum H10 axles from Vanquish. I'm running some Trio brass. Recently I just repaired the front axle with the helicoil. Apparently I was losing a kingpin, and when it came out, it decided to strip the threading in it. So put a helicoil in it. It seems to be holding pretty well so far. I'm pretty happy about that, especially since how expensive these are. But yeah, this thing definitely gets used and abused. You can see just like how dented up and scratched up it is, but I do love this thing. I got some Cliff McCraw panels on it, plus the sliders. I'm gonna swap them over. It's a tough rig, but at this point here, let's start stripping it down, and I'm gonna clean it up throughout the process, and then we'll get it swapped over. All right, let's rock and roll. And just like that, we're done. Well, check it out. So I actually had to go through and do some minor cropping and trimming and stuff in places to make things fit. Had to kind of shave out the corners on both the hood panel and the side panels, just because the way this mounts in here, it's not the same as a plastic cage, obviously, so it sits a little lower. Had to trim the battery trays on inside to fit in and such, but overall it was a pretty simple fit. Weight wise, I mean, this thing is a heavy heifer to begin with, and always was, but I mean, it doesn't seem too much more than it was before, but I'm pretty excited to get it out on the rocks and drive it, which I think is what we're going to do next. Alright, we're back on the rocks now after the repair and the upgrade. I'm pretty happy with this cage. It's definitely got a hair more weight to this rig now, but it's planted and it drives and shows that it is. So I'm pretty happy about this upgrade. Did I need this upgrade? Nah. Did I want to upgrade? Yeah. But I'm good at spending money on things I don't necessarily need sometimes, but aren't we all? Tell me in the comments something you bought RC related that you didn't necessarily need, but we're still happy you got. Anyhow, so my daughter had decided to join me today. She is actually filming this for me, and I'm pretty proud of the kid. She did a good job and got some interesting angles. Right back there is where I actually rolled off, and you could hear the axle snap as it broke. It was pretty gnarly, especially in person. But have it fixed, and I ran that line clean that time, so no issues. You'll notice the cage ting as it goes off the rocks. Man, I do love that sound. I was so happy about when I first got the aluminum panels and had that ting. It was just really cool to experience, and I'm glad that I have this for. Not the only reason I'm glad to have that cage, obviously, but it's cool. It's getting its battle scars now as of this run, and I probably have some fine tuning to do, but it's not going to be a lot. I'm pretty happy with how it drives. I definitely need to go in and maybe trim up the interior just a little bit more. I had the passenger side panel pop off a few different times after rolling, just because I think it's not trimmed just far enough. I'm going to give it a little bit more in, and if that doesn't seem to work, I have another idea of what I can do to keep that panel from popping. But honestly, I think that's going to solve the problem. I do love my optic. I would have to say this is probably one of my favorite rigs that I actually own. It's fairly capable. You'll see here it's about to climb this little spot, which is pretty vertical. When I showed up, there were rocks stacked right where I'm at right now. I wound up clearing them out because I'd rather do this as a challenge, not just drive through it. I did have to back up and reset just so I could hit the right spot and then have my tire get some bite. And once it did get bite, it just took off and went right up it. It's pretty awesome with what this thing is capable of. If you show these things some love and give them some fine tuning, they definitely are very capable. I've talked to people that said they don't necessarily really care for them. I feel like the optic is a love-hate relationship. You either do or you don't. I personally do. But as I said, if you just show them some love, just like any rig, they can be very capable. You just gotta put the time and the work in. See, it just climbed that like it was. It took a little work, but it climbed it like it was nothing. And then here's another decent spot that's it just pushes right over. I have footage from other videos that is where it just not necessarily walks through things, but it can push. It's a little billy goat. They definitely can climb. Alright, now as we come around this corner here, we're going to come up on another line of mine that I usually try. I really do like this line right here. It's a lot of fun. That top boulder all the way up there, I have tried many times to go up to that, but I haven't made it just yet. In this video, I just go around for today, but right here, I'm going to wind up backing up just to reposition myself and then push up and through. Now that I did swap the cage and have a little more weight, I'm confident that I might actually be able to make it up onto that boulder as long as I can just hit the right angles and position my tires just right. I have never made it, but I've had come close with this rig and my carbon that I have. But yet, as I said, still today I have not, but I will get it. So it really was a great day of crawling. The weather was on point, the breeze was freaking amazing. I got to hang out at one of my favorite places. It's got great rock here. Plus I got to hang out with one of my favorite people, my kiddo. She took the time to help me. I think she did an amazing job of filming, and I'm really proud of her. And at this point, I'm going to say, hey, thank you for taking the time to click on the video and hang out. It was a great day, and I'm glad I got to share this experience with you here. Now, if you liked the video, please give a like, and while you're at it, maybe hit that subscribe button so you can follow along on all the upcoming journeys and adventures that we will have. And I will say thank you, and I will see you next time.